few months ago, I made a lasagna where all the components were from scratch, which was delicious, but not super practical. So this is my easy lasagna, which comes together in about an hour, hour and a half, and it's delicious. So starting out with mild Italian sausage, that's the secret here. Crushing it down and letting it brown on one side. Once it gets brown on one side, just giving it a mix and adding in one small yellow onion. We can see that it's a little chunky, so I'm using a potato masher to break up the chunks and going to add in 4 cloves of garlic that I've put through the press, some chili flake, and here I've got a couple tablespoons of tomato paste, and I'm adding a bit of olive oil to that because there is no fat in the pan. It was lean sausage, but if you have fat in the pan, you don't need to do that. Just cook the paste up for about a minute or two, then mix it in. Now, going to deglaze that pan with about 3/4 of a cup of red wine. You don't need to do that, but gives it a great taste, gets the stuff off the bottom. And here I've got a can of tomatoes that I use the immersion blender to crush up, but you could use crushed tomatoes as well. So for the ricotta, I've got a container of ricotta, and to that I am adding in the zest of 1 lemon, 1 beaten egg, and a couple tablespoons of parmesan, giving that a mix. Add a bit of parsley to this just for color. Doesn't really add any flavor, and I'm just going to set that aside and now work on the bechamel. So here I've got 3 tablespoons unsalted butter and 3 tablespoons of flour that I'm adding a bit at a time. Going to let that cook for a minute, and now adding 2 cups of milk a little bit at a time. Going to season that once it all sort of comes together, season it with some nutmeg, some black pepper, and just a pinch of salt, and let it simmer. And you can see here it's simmered and coats the back of the spoon, so it is ready. Now, the meat sauce here, I did add a bit of a teaspoon of oregano to it. Here I'm adding a teaspoon of balsamic, and in the layering, I'm using the pasta sheets that come from the refrigerated section of the grocery store. They're good, and layering it with meat sauce, bechamel, ricotta, and some parmesan. It's just 2 layers of toppings between 3 layers of noodles, so that makes it easy to have to split it in half. And the top is the rest of the bechamel, then coating it with parmesan so there's no shiny spots left. That's in the oven at 375 for 25 minutes covered, and then 15 minutes uncovered. And here serving it, a bit of olive oil, some parm, and some parsley, and it was delicious. Didn't add really any salt to it because the sausage itself is pretty salty, so be careful with your seasoning. Make sure you taste it. But this came together quickly and was great. So do certainly recommend it, especially using those fresh noodles from the grocery store. Really speeds things up. Thank you very much.